What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are finally going to be going over Jungle Cruise, the brand new movie 2021 of the new addition to Disney Plus and the Premiere Access, featuring Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, and so much more. So, first off, if you guys have not seen the film, go check it out and then come back and let me know what you guys think. But if you guys did check it out, what was your thoughts overall? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. But overall, this movie was interesting. First off, if you guys are fans of anything that has to do with like any kind of like treasure hunting movies, any kind of like I would say like Indiana Jones, The Mummy, Uncharted, Tomb Raider, stuff like that, then you will probably like this film because the whole story of this film is where Emily Blunt is playing as a almost like an archaeologist professor who is trying to find uh, a certain type of tree that was trying to be founded by the conquistadors over 400 years ago. And when she does, she comes across, of course, Dwayne Johnson's character Frank, who is kind of a con. He's kind of a con guy. It's kind of a wisecrack, and he does anything he can for a dollar. And he does all these tour guide, and then finally, when he's on his down on his luck, by another character by who's played by Paul Giamatti, who's in this, who he owes money to, he has to unfortunately con his way into Emily Blunt's good graces and be able to give her a ride to try to find what she's looking for, and trying to go from these bandits that are after them by Jesse Plemons' character, Prince Joachim, who is almost like a German type of Nazi type of character. And we have between Frank, we have Lily, and we have McGregor, who is on the run from these guys and trying to find these petals that apparently can cure any kind of curse or any kind of disease. And that is the reason why Lily wants it, is to be able to help people. But at the same time, Frank has his own reasons why he wants it, which I'm not going to get too much into, but it is kind of interesting of the way that they get the story, as well as rather interesting on why Prince Hakim wants it. Now, I will say there was a couple issues with this film, not big issues, but I would say minor. One of the main issues I did have was some of the characters. I will say that some of the characters, like for instance, the one McGregor, he was funny, but sometimes he really came off rather annoying. The one Hakim, or however you want to pronounce his name, he was very annoying. Like the entire time you're wondering, okay, when's this guy gonna die? Obviously, you know him being the villain, so you're gonna wonder why. Sometimes when you see Dwayne Johnson doing like some type of puns or some type of like, oh, you know this, like, he comes up with different kind of jokes. It doesn't always fall through, and some of it's kind of funny, some of it's kind of not. But there are funny comedic parts in this film. There's not a lot. There are some, and I will say, not seeing a whole bunch of Emily Blunt's films. The last one I saw of her was, of course, A Quiet Place 1 and Part 2. I think this one actually gives her a lot more room to act. The only time I really saw her act was in the first Quiet Place film, where her character was giving birth and trying to be quiet from the monster. That to me was really the only acting I think that she really did that really astounded me. Now in this film, I think she did a much better job at giving her the chance to really show how much of a good actress she can be, and also really get out of her comfort zone. And Dwayne Johnson being Dwayne Johnson, it really does show how he is, being funny, just being like his action hero self, which again, if anyone is seeing of his movies, you know what to expect when you see one of his films. And it wasn't bad. Let me say this first off. This movie was not bad. Is it worth $30 for Premiere Access? No, it's not. Is it worth to go out and say, hey, I want to go out and see this right now? Depending on what kind of movie buff you are. If you like, action, adventure, and trying to find treasure, that sort of deal, then again, you may like this film. I think this film was probably the closest to the movie Rundown with Dwayne Johnson. If you guys have ever seen that film, go check it out. Amazing film. This is probably like another version of that film, or probably Jumanji in a way. So if you mix Jumanji and Rundown, this is what you get, out of my opinion, if you've seen those movies with Dwayne Johnson. But I will say this was a decent film. It was very good. It was funny. It was comedic. It was had action, had drama, mystery. Now, I will say that I believe this is from one of the ones of Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, I will say it kind of makes it feel like you are watching Pirates of the Caribbean because the monsters that are in there are the conquistadors that are cursed for trying to find uh, this tree and its petals for so many years. And the way that they did the monsters almost made you feel like you were watching Pirates of the Caribbean, which is not a bad thing because again, I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan. I love that franchise. And is this another franchise to get into? It could be, but at the same time, I don't know if there will be a second film because they didn't really leave you with much really left to go with. There, it was just kind of like a one and done film with the story aspect, not to where you just want to watch it and then be done with it. No, I mean it's one of those where if you have anyone in your life, whether it be your spouse or a friend or your parents or is it a family film? It is. There's not a lot of cussing. There's really not a lot of issues in this film, I would say, that can say, oh, I'm never going to watch it again. No, it's one of those where, again, if it's on DVD, pick it up. If it's on TV, you can watch it here and there, but it's not something you want to probably watch every single time you turn around. But it is a good, decent film to just sit down and watch and enjoy every now and again. But again, it's one of those where, does this movie say, oh, is this the movie of 2021? No, it's not. We still got plenty of movies before 2021 is over. Then I'll go over what my movie of the year was. But either way, did you guys watch this film? What did you think? Was it okay? Was it great? Was it amazing? Did it suck? Or was it just, not worthy at all in your eyes? What was your thoughts about this movie down in the comments down below? I personally like to know. If you guys enjoyed, if you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys are new, click notifications so you guys are notified every time I upload. This will be coming later on this week, I believe on Monday. I'm recording this on Saturday now. I got some other movies that I'm going to be reviewing as well. That's going to be coming out later on this week, so be prepared for that. Hope you guys enjoy your week, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.